was expecting pictures. Maybe of demons. You know, like what the horror films have to show. But this looks like just a bunch of scribbled text. I can't really make sense of it. Wait a minute. I think I know what this is. It looks like some kind of a spell book. Surely this can't be real, right? It looks like there's a few spells in here. It's for weird things. Doesn't really make too much sense. Look at this one. It's a spell to get revenge. And this one. It's a spell to retain your youth. God, if that really worked, I'm sure everyone would sick or something. I guess there's a catch to all these spells. Look, even the revenge one has what's the word? You know, a thing to it. It says slay your enemies one at a time. But if you do, you'll pay with a dime. What does that mean? What's even the point of getting revenge if you're gonna pay for it? That's so weird. Let's see what the other one was. The one about youth. Let's see. It says, you will never suffer from age, but for that cost, you will be caged. What do you think that means? Caged in what way? Trapped? Do they mean trapped? Spells are scary. I always thought they were supposed to be things that just did good for you, but I guess there's always a downside to it. Maybe we should brighten this book up a little bit. You know, there's a bunch of spells here that need to be finished, and that need to be written in general. The labels are already at the top. We just have to write the spells for them. Or I guess you could call them the poems. Why don't we do that together? We can maybe make the punishment less severe. That way, the spells can actually be done, but without the harsh punishment of them. I think we should try. Let's see. What's the first page? It says, spell to heal any injury. That's a good one. Okay, so we need to write a spell to heal any injury, but we also have to give it a downside. But how can we make that downside not that bad? Let's see, because we have to be fair, I guess. It's kind of like the law of the book, it looks like. Alright, let's try a spell to heal any injury. Tell me your thoughts. I'll write one, and then you write one, and then we'll pick the best one, okay? Okay, so let's see. Spell to heal any injury. What if it's something like, what about to heal an ailment? All you must do is touch, but be forewarned. You and miss lunch. I'm just kidding. I'm not writing that. But be forewarned. You'll need a crutch. These are a lot harder than I thought they'd be. Witches must have been really smart. What's the idea that you have? Share it with me. Hey, that's good. You're really creative. Let me try again. Also, I guess the point of the spell is supposed to be that you can heal any potential injury. The price is that you're gonna have to take on that injury. I know I said we should go lighter, but it's like this book won't let me. I just feel compelled to put the proper punishment person I talked to after would get the broken foot. You kind of have to keep the balance, you know? Magic is starting to make a whole lot of sense. Alright, let's try this again. What did I even see before? Let me try again. I'll start fresh, from scratch. To heal any ailments, all one needs is a soft touch. But be forewarned that those who try will end up with a crutch. How's that? Okay, let's do the next one. Looks like it's a spell for brain power to be intelligent and smart. I guess you'll know everything then. Okay, so if there's a spell to be super smart and know everything, maybe the downside can be that those around you are dumber, or someone around you is dumber, or maybe, let's see, I mean, yeah, that's not so bad because then it'd be someone around you, right? So, it'd be like, if I did this brain spell on myself and I became super smart, then you, my best friend, you would be dumber as a result. Shit. I think we missed something on the last page. I think we're supposed to do a reverse spell too. Let's go back really quick. Okay, so with the injury one, let's add a reverse. So if we want to cure everything, we'll say something like the cure to health on all ends is to confess the spell to a friend. That should be simple, right? Let's just do that. Or we can make it more dramatic, like the cure for the spell to end is to sacrifice yourself for a friend. That might be better. Then it's like you're purposefully getting injured to take away the injuries. It's kind of poetic. Okay, let's go to the next one. It's the brain power one. So first we need a spell, right? What about so you want to be the most clever? These are so hard. So you want to be the most clever. In this, you'll find an easy endeavor. All you have to do is blink, and in no time, you'll start to think. But be forewarned, this comes with a price. And new effects is a roll of the dice. How's that? Let's do a reverse spell. Let's think. If you want to undo this spell, you must These are so hard. Oh, what do you have? Give me a reverse spell. It has to work. It has to break the spell. I feel like there should always be some kind of effort or struggle to break the spell. Okay, we got that one done. It sure seemed like we needed that spell to get our own brain power. Just to write that spell. Alright, let's try another. The spell to find every lost item. All lost things come to you. That'd be super convenient. Finding every lost item. And things are just magnetized to you. That's great. But think about it. What could the downside to that be? If you find everything, then what do you lose? Maybe. Oh, I got it. What if you find things, but you yourself get lost when you go places and stuff? Maybe that's kind of how you find them. You find yourself getting lost, and then when you get lost, you find things. That might be fun. Okay, so let's try a spell. Let's see. Let me think. To find all that is lost, there will be a pricely cost. For when you seek to find these things, you'll lose yourself among the trees. It's not the best, but it works. Alright, now a reverse. So you stop getting lost. What should we say? If you seek to be found, you must return to the initial ground. So it could be like, if they want to break the spell, they have to go back to the very same place that they first activated the spell. If they can find it, that should be a struggle. Okay, next spell. Spell that forces you to tell the truth. Or I guess forces other people to tell the truth, huh? Okay, let's think about it. If you do a spell that forces someone to tell the truth, then maybe the downside should be that all you that you're incapable of telling it yourself. So maybe if you force someone to tell the truth, then all you can tell is lies. Until you break the spell, of course. What do you think? Is there something better we can do there? So everyone will be disgusted by someone if they're attracted to you. How can we make that work? Let's see. So you want to be the main attraction. All you have to do is flash them. A smile, of course. Don't be silly. But be forewarned. Someone will give them the willies. What are we supposed to say? It's really hard to come up with this shit. Okay. What if we say, so you want to be the main attraction? All you have to do is flash them. A smile so bright, it lights up the room. But be forewarned. That someone near will cause gloom. I don't know who the poor soul would be, but let's just read the spell as is. Now, let's do a reverse. Let's see, what's a good reverse? So you want less attention. So you want less attention. What could the punishment even be? Or, not the punishment, but what could the repentance be? Like, if you don't want attention anymore, what would the price to pay be? Like, what would you have to do to stop it? You want attention, so maybe you want attention. What if, what if to stop the attention, you have to, I don't know, repel. Maybe you can repel them. Or, what if, to stop it, you have to give the person that they're disgusted by a kiss? That should not the spell, right? So we'll do something like, if you want to go amiss, you'll have to give that one a kiss. And then whoever reads the spell can figure it out. They'll probably just be kissing everyone, but we can't be too specific. I think the point of spells is that they're kind of supposed to be like riddles. I mean, think about the three that we read about the success, the youth, and the revenge. We couldn't even figure out what those meant. Maybe after this we'll be able to, but let's keep going. The next spell is spell that age regresses someone to be a child again. You're so much better at this than I am. I have an idea. What if, to get back to your age, you have to break a clock? Yeah. Or, yeah, let's do break a clock. Okay. spells themselves are dangerous. And that's the truth. Now let's see. Next one. A spell to make someone your best friend. A spell to make someone your best friend. Well, you're already my best friend, but that's why we need to do the spell on you. What if the punishment, the curse can be that if you make someone your best friend, then everyone else will hate you? It's a big price to pay. So, we can do something like, let's see. If you want a new best friend, you'll have to wipe the slate clean, so those around you will be mean. No, that's not good. Let's think of another one. You seek a friendship, tried and true, but to obtain that, you must past lie. You'll need to finally let your past lie. Now, wait. Let's think for a moment. Let's think. We can think. Let's see. To get those moments lost in time. The past will have to remain. Oh, it's so hard to come up with spells. It's just impossible to get those moments lost in time. The past will need to set aside. Do you think they'll get it if we say that like that? That they'll have to forget their past? What about to get those moments lost in time? You'll have to put your past aside. Okay, let's do the next one. Spell. Oh, that's kind of like a similar one, isn't it? A spell for a pathway that leads you in the right direction in life. Or, let's skip that one. Interesting. I just read this portion in the book. To break a curse, you take on that curse. Does that line up with everything we've written so far? You have to take on the curse that you won't got. Well, we did it with the healing one. And, well, I think we did what we could. Let's do another spell. What about, um, let's see, which one's good in these pages? A spell to make someone disappear. Okay. A spell to make someone disappear. A spell to make someone disappear. Maybe the downside would be if you make someone disappear, then what? What can we do? If you make someone disappear, what could the fallout be? Maybe if you make someone disappear, then someone that you don't like appears and constantly is beside you, or something like that. What do you think? This could be our last spell. Spell to make someone disappear. Let's think, let's think. A spell to make someone disappear. The downside could be that if you want to make someone disappear, then I don't know, this is more difficult than it seemed. If you want to make someone disappear, we can, yeah, make someone that you don't like appear. But then wouldn't I'll see you around. No. Okay. To make them disappear, all you have to do all you have to do is say, all you have to do is say, I'm sure I'll miss you on Monday. These are so difficult, aren't they? I used to think I wanted to be a witch when I was younger, but now that I know that you have to have a spellbook and you have to put so much effort into it, I'm not so sure that I want to anymore. I mean, it would be fun to see these spells in action, but until then, it's just so much effort, isn't it? Okay, let's see. To get that person who disappeared to come back, maybe you have to get that person to disappear. Maybe you have to disappear too. So, like, nobody can interact with you for like a full 24 hours or something. So he can say, like a game of hide and seek, to bring them back, you'll have to slink away into the underground so that it's impossible that you'll be found. And we're done. For now. What have we gotten? Like 10 spells? Let's count them. How many spells do we have? How many spells? How many spells? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Exactly 10 spells. That took way longer than I thought. It's no wonder that this witch or wizard only had 3 spells in their books. It probably was exhausting for them. But hey, maybe now we can think about what they meant. Like about the youth one. Remember it said that you wouldn't age if you were caged. I wonder what that means. I still don't think I know. Maybe it means you'll be trapped in that age. And you'll start to hate it or something. I can't imagine hating youth though. Unless you were literally like 10, then I could imagine it. But if you were like 50 and suddenly you looked about 20, what could be the problem there? Can't possibly imagine. But I guess we should try one of these spells. Or have someone else try one of these spells. I think we should try all of them, but we should do it day by day. We don't want to do too many spells at once. I think that'd be really bad for us. Don't you? For now, I'm satisfied